Hey everybody, Dr. Joe again on this Wealth Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving. It was the night before Thanksgiving, and all is well, whatever that saying goes. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful day. And so because it's Thanksgiving season, I thought I'll have a Wealth Wednesday, which is kind of devoted to that topic. So we have the title for today is a season of thanks, appreciating the ups and downs of investing and life. Investing and life. It's the season, and although we all go through challenges, we all go through some setbacks, we all go through some disappointments. A wise man once told me, Joe, no matter how bad you think you've got it, there's always somebody somewhere who would love to be in your shoes. And so have a sense of perspective. When you have some self-doubt, self-pity, and some disappointments, and sort of question where you are and what you've accomplished and where you're going and things like that. There are many times I've had some setbacks on this journey. I have the gray hairs to prove it, as you can see. But still, life goes on. And fortunately, I've had the opportunity to, to sort of go deep within myself and come up with the courage and the fortitude to continue despite life's ups and downs. So that's what we're going to talk about here, but also to give thanks, to show gratitude, to be appreciative of what you have, and and wherever you are on life's journey, it's okay. I think you're doing great, and yes, we all could do better, but it could always be a lot worse as well. So a season of thanks, appreciate the ups and downs of investing and life. So it's not just about investing. Life is not just about investing. Likewise, investing is not life. You got to have the right balance, right combination. And again, we're going to be discussing that today. So it's going to be a real good session. And as usual, we're going to have a Q&A session, Ask Dr. Joe, in about 25 minutes or so. So please, if you got any real estate related questions, please put them in the chat box, and I'll do the best that I can to answer them in about 20-25 minutes from now. Give you an opportunity to pick my brain, and hopefully I can help you, regardless of what the situation may be. I'll give you my best shot, and so on. So the other thing is that I think we're going to be doing an event middle to latter part of December at one of my students' houses. This is Femi. You may know he's a student of mine who's been a part of the JV Wealth Builders program. He bought a house up in Washington, D.C. About a month ago, and it's moving on real well. I was over there at the weekend. I spoke with him this afternoon with the contractors, making great progress. And, he's taking action. That's the bottom line. And hopefully I can encourage you, motivate you, so also you can take action. You can't really do real estate investing and achieve goals without taking action. You got to pull the trigger at some point. You can't podcast your way. You can't YouTube your way. You can't, read your way through independence, financial independence. At some point, you just have to take action and get on with it. So kudos to Femi, and we'll be doing an event probably at his house. So we're going to focus on rehabs and renovations. So that's going to be the topic of the next event, networking and education event. I'll give you more information next week probably. So either way, just put that in your calendar and so on. So, okay, let's get on with it. So the question becomes, how can the Thanksgiving season deepen our appreciation for both the professional journey in real estate and the personal aspects of our lives? So in this Thanksgiving season, how can we show gratitude and appreciation for both the professional journey in real estate and also the personal aspects of our life? We all have a private life, personal lives. That's got nothing to do with investing. It's got nothing to do with work. It's got nothing to do with church. It's just our personal lives. And so how can we give thanks and show appreciation, gratitude during this time. So as we gather around the Thanksgiving table, if you hopefully you'll be gathering around some table, it's really a time to reflect, time for reflection, and not just the bounties of life, what you have, but also the journey that you've been on this real estate, especially on the real estate journey. So really, let's contemplate both the personal and also the professional, because I think they're very interwoven. In the world of real estate, every closed deal, every challenging negotiations, and all the learned strategies, whether it be rehabs, fix and flips, whether it be buying whole, lease options, wholesaling, seller buy fine, whatever the strategies are, and that you've learned, and there are milestones that are we should celebrate. And so really, beyond just the real estate realm, I think there's another realm which is more personal, to do with things like health, relationships, personal achievements, and setbacks that we've all encountered. These are all part of our lives, and each of these elements shape us. It molds us, and it helps us become more resilient, well-rounded investors and individuals. It does. So today we're going to sort of on the journey of gratitude, exploring how each success and challenge in our investment and our personal lives mirrors the ups and downs that we experience in life, that tells us who we are. So that's what it's all about. So let's get on with the show. As they say, the show must go on. Gratitude in health and wealth. That's what the first thing we're going to talk about. Demonstrate gratitude in health and wealth. So in the high stakes arena, so I suppose the question becomes, why is maintaining a balance between health and wealth crucial for success in real estate investing? Why should there be a balance? That's the question. I think there should. I know too many people who are skewed too heavily in one direction at a personal sacrifice to other things. For example, they may be so committed to their job, they're working 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, and they're not taking care of their health. They're not taking care of their family relationships, personal relationships. They're just zeroed in on work. And to me, that is not balance. And likewise, there's some people who are totally immersed in fun, having a good time to the detriment of other things. So we all got to have that balance. And I think it's important. So why do I say that? In the high stakes arena, the quest for wealth, it really can overshadow, especially the need to have good health. Many times we're chasing money, and to the detriment of other things, especially our health. Because in my opinion, health and wealth are very much intertwined. So a robust physique and a robust, or I suppose a sound mind, it really does provide you the stamina and the clarity needed to make astute investment decisions. You got to have, I think, good health and a sound mind. You don't need to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't need to be a, top-notch, weightlifter. No, you just have to be physically, I think, a good body, good sound mind, whatever that means to you. I think we all know. Eat well, sleep well, enjoy life, and it's all a balance. So, on this season, for example, I'll give you an example here. I know an investor who, they encountered a pretty serious health issues, a health crisis. I suppose you can call it a health scare. And it's really when that happened to them, that's when they realized the importance of health. And really, their health was their greatest asset. Okay. It took a scare for them to realize that they had not been taking care of themselves. They hadn't been taking care of their body. They hadn't been taking care of their mind. And it came to a crunch whereby they had a near-death experience. And that's when it realized to them that if they don't take care of their health, then all the others become secondary, because you'll be gone, you'll be dead. And what good is wealth and health and all this kind of stuff? Wealth, if you're not here to enjoy it, if you're not here to appreciate it. And so she started taking better care of herself, better care of her mind, and it really realized the importance of having balance. Actually, she really started eating well, exercising more nutrition and mindfulness, and became an integral part of her life. In addition to the regular real estate stuff, like looking for deals, market analysis, property values, and showing and viewing housing. I mean, that was important, but she also had balance in terms of her exercise and health and so on. So really, such stories, it really does demonstrate to us, hopefully, the importance of health as a foundation, to sustained success in real estate. Health is a foundation, and a healthy lifestyle, I think, is something that we should all try to pursue, because it injects vigor into our professional endeavors. It enables us as investors to tackle the demands, and it kind of gives us renewed energy and focus. And that's all about having sound mind, sound body, and the mind-body spiritual connection and things like that. So what are the action items that pertain to gratitude and health that you may want to consider pursuing? Well, number one is commit to regular exercise, and a schedule that makes sense to your your situation and your schedule, your busy schedule, I suppose. Adopt a balanced diet, and ensure adequate rest to recharge your body and your mind, and practice things like meditation, mindfulness, to maintain mental clarity, and also hopefully to reduce stress. So that's some action items that you can do in the area of health and wealth. So let's get on with number two. I'm going to provide you 5 key action item areas. So number 2 is the value of relationships and opportunities. Relationships. So the question becomes, how can fostering relationships and seizing opportunities catalyze success in real estate investing? How can fostering relationships, relationships is really important. How can relationships help you seize opportunities, especially in the real estate arena? So, as we all know, real estate is a very people-oriented business. Okay, it's about people, and strong relationships and seized opportunities, I think, often pave the way to success. So 2 people can be presented with the same opportunity. One person takes it, the other one doesn't. The outcomes could be life-changing. And it's really important, I think, to have those relationships, because many times it's relationships that bring in these new opportunities and different ways to see things and so on. So let's take the example of let's just say a novice inspector, someone who's just starting out, and they went to let's just say a RIA club, okay, local real estate investment club. And during those meetings, networking times, she formed connections, and those connections opened doors to off-market deals, okay, and also gave them access to invaluable advice and possibly mentorship. Again, relationships was able to allow her to find off-market deals, get some really strategic advice, and also, learn from others more seasoned than us, and hopefully allow us to avoid making unnecessary mistakes. So such narratives, it really exemplify the nurturing relationships and the importance of that, and how nurturing relationships can really be a catalyst and a wellspring of opportunities for you. So in this interconnected, robust network, you know, called life, during market downturns and during growth period of times, it's relationships that can many times help you through, navigate through these things, challenging times. So it's really important that we invest time in building and maintaining these connections and staying open to unexpected opportunities that may be able to transform an average investment portfolio into a impressive one. So it's all about relationships. And what are some of the action items that we can do as it pertains to the value of relationships and the connection or relationship between the connection between relationships and opportunities. I was going to say the relationship between relationships and opportunities. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So these are some of the action items you can do. You can participate in real estate forums. You can build and nurture relationships with mentors, peers, and industry professionals. And you can also stay alert to new opportunities that may come your way, especially as the market changes and new opportunities emerge. So let's get ready and be prepared to act. So that's number 2. Again, I'll be going to Q&A shortly. So if you got some questions pertaining to real estate or anything to do with investing, I'll be more than happy to try to answer them for you, and I can provide a perspective that hopefully will help you on this journey. Sorry. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 is cherishing tangible and intangible blessings. I wanted to put that down here because many times we tend to just focus on the tangible blessings that we've had, whether good, bad, or ugly. We tend to ignore the intangible blessings and experiences that we go through also on this journey. So what do I mean by that? The question is, why is it important for real estate investors to value both the tangible and the intangible achievements? Okay, why is it important to value both the tangible and the intangible achievements in life? Okay, so let's get down to that one. In the journey of real estate investing, success, as we all know, is based on tangible, quantitative, numbers. Things like the properties acquired, the value of the portfolio, how much profits you've made on this deal, what's the profit margins on your business. These are all tangible. Okay, they're specific, they're numerically based, and they can be fact checked. So what do I mean by intangible? Well, the intangible effects, things like experience gained, and that's intangible. The resilience built because of a setback, okay, that's intangible. The satisfaction, derived from overcoming a challenge, these are intangible. How do you measure satisfaction by overcoming a problem? Okay, you can't. But it does help you. I think it's really important, and I think it's something that many times differentiate one investor from another. It's both the quantitative and the qualitative, the tangible versus the intangible. So let's talk about this one. So let's consider an investor who, despite a failed series of deals, this person gained invaluable insights into market dynamics and also risk assessment. So what she's doing is taking a bad situation and turning it around in such a way that, yes, I may not have made any money, but I learned so much through this difficult project. I learned things about myself. I learned about resiliency. I learned about satisfaction and how I can make it win-win scenarios under negotiations. These are all, benefits, I suppose, intangible that you've gained through these scenarios. So let's just say another scenario, another case study of an investor who's had several failed deals. Okay. And you can say, well, you're a loser. No. You can say, well, yes, although I didn't take these deals to the finish line, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about real estate investing. I've learned so much about the real estate marketplace. I've learned so much, even though I've got a series of deals that went south. Okay. So these are some of the intangibles, and really the intangibles become the bedrock to later successes. Okay. It's important, I think, to celebrate both the tangible and the intangible victories on this growth journey that we have. So acknowledging and learning from failures, both tangible and intangible, I think, helps us cherish the journey. And really, it's kind of interesting. It's not just so much the destination that's important. I think it's sort of the experiences, the fulfillment that we had in navigating this experience, this journey. I think that is really what's really important. What did I learn? What did we learn from this difficult situation? What would we do differently next time? Would we do anything next time? Do we need to change our team? Do we need to change this, that, our systems, our relationships, our technology? Do we need to change that in order to take better advantage of the opportunity that's going to come our way? These are some of the things to consider. It's not just about the tangible, finding values in every step of the way, any deals and things like that. I think that without a setback, it's really difficult to really know how you're doing and to test your limits. We will all experience setbacks and disappointments, and I think the important thing for us is to learn from those and hopefully add it to our experiences, our toolkit of experiences on this journey that we're all embarking on. So what are some of the action items associated with tangible, intangible blessings? Things like reflect on and document the successes and challenges on your investment journey. You've been doing it for a number of years. What are some of the things that you've learned? What are some of the things that have gone right? Some of the things that have gone wrong? What would you do differently? What's the lessons learned? These are all things that you can document, and hopefully you can avoid making what I call unnecessary mistakes. So also things that we can do in terms of challenging or cherishing tangible and intangible blessings. Things like knowledge and experience gained. I think knowledge and experience is something that's really undervalued, but that is the make or break. I think is really, really important to associate yourself with people a bit more experienced who have, made this journey before you and have successfully or unsuccessfully, come to their outcome, and you can learn so much from them. So the action items are document both successes and challenges, celebrate, any experiences that you've gained on those journeys where you had some setback, and also share your experiences, with other investors, especially seasoned investors, intermediate inspectors, and also beginners in inspectors as well. They can help you, and hopefully you can help them as well. So that's number 3. And number 4 is finding joy in giving back. Finding joy in giving back. And the question I want to pose to you is, how does engaging in philanthropy and community service enrich the professional and personal life of an investor? So the scenario here is that we have somebody who's engaged in philanthropy and community service. Kudos to you. And the goal is to enrich the professional and personal lives of an investor. So can we even do that? Can we, give back, give money away, help the community in a season whereby we are doing badly ourselves? Okay. So the action items, well, before I get to the action items, maybe I should sort of clarify a little bit more. So the path to true fulfillment in real estate often extends both the personal gains and also the the long-term gains. It involves giving back, and so philanthropy um, and community involvement not only impacts the lives of recipients, but also brings immense joy and satisfaction to the giver. So many of us think that, if we just give, then that's our responsibility over with. What we've done, what we normally do is when we have a vacation in another country, then we engage with the philanthropist or the person that's going to be really in charge of getting people to the right place at the right time and things like that. It reminds me of what we did in where did we go? We went to went to Mexico, and on the Mayan Peninsula, real nice. So that's what we did in terms of giving back. I really do enjoy, well, not giving back, but sort of cherishing the intangible and the intangible. So we're going to talk about giving back. And so the question is, how does engaging in philanthropy and community service enrich the professional and personal life of an investor? So what if you contribute to your social organization or church or temple or whatever it is, and you perform community service? Is that enough, or is there more that you can do? So that's the interesting question. So the question becomes, how does engaging in philanthropy and community service enrich the professional and personal life of an investor? So we want to, at some point, when no one's getting any younger, and it's really important that we protect the money that we have, and such that it can grow professionally and personally while I still own this property. So what are some of the action items associated with this? Finding joy. The action item is find joy in giving back. Okay, it sounds easier said than done, but I'm not saying it's easy, but it's something that we must do at some point. So the question becomes, finding joy in giving back. How do you find joy in giving back? I think it's really important to reflect on your life, your journey, and document some of the successes and also the challenges that you faced during this journey. Celebrate the knowledge and experience gained, regardless of the outcome. So you want to speak to people. You may not know them as famous photographers or whatever, but you're just trying to befriend them, and hopefully they'll help you on that journey. I think it's okay for me to mention the fact that we have some leftovers, things like plantains. This is all Caribbean food. My wife's from Dominica, so we have a lot of Caribbean and Jamaican food and African food as well that she makes. I really, really do enjoy it. So finding joy. So what are some of the action items? Well, before I get to the action items, I suppose I need to make sure that we understand the question. I think the question was it's about giving back. So the path to true fulfillment, in my opinion, in real estate often extends beyond personal gains to encompass the act of giving back. Philanthropy and community involvement not only impacts the lives of the receiver, but also, I think, helps the giver. If you are doing good, it really does help. You never know. I mean, I help in fact, I saw one of my tenants today. Hello. Hopefully, I'm back. I apologize for that. My network went down, and so I had to troubleshoot and restart. So apologies for that one. I'll tell you, technology is something else. Anyway, let me just continue. I think we're on section 4, which was to do with we talked about relationships. I think we've talked about tangible, intangible. So finding and giving. I think that's what we were talking about when I went out. So finding joy in giving back. And the question is, how does engaging in philanthropy and community service enrich the professional and personal life of the investor? How can that help you? So, I think the path to true fulfillment in real estate often extends beyond personal gains and to encompass the act of giving back. Philanthropy and community involvement, I think, is really good. Me, I enjoy providing up housing for low income families. I really do. I enjoy providing quality houses in quality areas and making a huge impact in other people's lives. It's really, to me, it's very fulfilling, and it gives me a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Knowing that me, I can't change the world, but I can try to at least impact others within my sphere of influence. And it's really it's great. I met with one of my tenants today. In fact, this morning, she had no heat for a couple of days, and so I try to get a technician to come out. One came out last night. He couldn't figure out how to solve the problem, so I called the home warranty company, and they assigned it to somebody else. And so I met with her this morning. My tenant brought some heating, there's portable heaters. So I took some over, and fortunately, the second technician was able to get the heat back on, and so now she's got heat in her house. But again, just spending time with her, finding out how she's doing, how the family's doing. And, she really loves her home. She's really thankful and grateful for the opportunity to just reside in her house in that area has afforded her and her family. So, again, it's just one of those things. It either means something to you or it doesn't. It means a lot to me just knowing that, I can make a difference in other people's lives. And I really do find that very fulfilling and very joyful. But again, that's me, and so on. So what about you in terms of action items? Identify local projects that you think you could contribute towards, or charities that you could, donate time to that sort of resonate with your personal and your business values. Allocate a portion of your time to profits. To support causes that mean something to you, and also if you're able to, if you feel you can, that's consider mentorship and educational initiatives whereby you can share your knowledge with others, and so on. And then finally, section 5, we're going to talk about the power of patience and long-term planning. So what do I mean by long-term patience and planning? The question is really, it pertains to why are patience and strategic long-term planning essential in achieving lasting success in real estate investing? Why is that important? Why is patience and long-term planning important for your journey? Well, in my opinion, anyway, real estate is really inherently cyclical, and it really does require you to have a long-term perspective if you want to survive and thrive. And it does require patience. You don't make all your money today. It takes time. It could take years. It takes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, before it's fully realized. And but patience is waiting. And with the right, patience, waiting for the right investment, the opportunity, and planning will help you. Especially if you take a long-term view. If you take a short-term view, markets shift around a little bit, and but if you take a long-term view, generally it tends to work its way out for the better, and so you can patiently weather slow markets, and hopefully, enjoy the rebounds when the markets do come back. So long-term planning, I think, is important, especially long-term planning and review of your portfolio, and therefore make adjustments as and when needed, just in case. And so you can sort of do a check, a balance check, based on the conditions of the market and how it plays out, and so on. So what are the action items that we can do in terms of patience and also long-term planning? Develop and adhere to a long-term investment strategy, really, that aligns with your financial goals. It's important that, if you're going to wait, then you should be, you should know why you should wait. And it should align with, it makes it all worthwhile as to how long you should wait for. Practice patience, especially in decision making, avoiding impulsive reactions to market fluctuations. Market goes up and down, and many times people get freaked out when the market goes down and make impulsive decisions to get out, when in reality it's just a market that's going to correct itself at some point. And conduct regular reviews of your portfolio and make the necessary adjustments as and when needed. So let's kind of wrap this up. I really do apologize. We did have some technical problems, and my internet went down, and so we lost quite a few of you. And hopefully you came back, or you will come back. So the conclusion, really, the question I want to sort of wrap it up with is, how does embracing gratitude in various aspects of investing in life contribute to a richer, more fulfilling journey? How does embracing gratitude in various aspects of our life, and both investing and personal, how does that contribute to a richer, more fulfilling journey? Well, reflect on the themes discussed in today's live stream. I think you can probably appreciate I take a holistic long-term view, and success is not just about making money. It's about lots of different things. It's about having good health, wealth, friendships, relationships, sound mind, having the right priorities, having your head screwed on right, as they say. There's a lot more to be considered success. Just because somebody has money doesn't necessarily mean they're successful, in my opinion, because money is just one measure of overall success. And too many people equate having things, having consumer items with success, or having lots of money with success. I don't really see it that way. I think it's good to have balance. I think it's good to have a long-term, measure success on different levels, and then you really find out who is really truly successful. It's not just about the money, as they say. Gratitude for our health, the value of relationships and opportunities, the satisfaction of giving back, and the benefits of embracing strategic and planning, and also enriching and growing our personal and professional lives. I think these are all important things. So as real estate investors, let's wrap this up. I think it's important to have a balanced life. I think it's important to have fulfillment. And I think it's really important to enjoy the journey. So this Thanksgiving, let's carry forward the lessons in gratitude, patience, and strategic planning, and apply that to our investment, and also apply that to our personal lives. Because if we can do that, by appreciating both the highs and lows, we've sort of paved the way for a journey that's not just financially rewarding, but I think it's also personally fulfilling as well. So with that said and done, my friends, we are done for today. Again, I apologize for the technical problems that we had. If you got some questions, please put them in the chat box, and so on. Let's see if I can go to some of these questions. Bo Obadasa, let's have a look. Greetings from Atlanta. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Dow too. Happy Thanksgiving from Phoenix, Arizona. From Grace. Hey, Grace. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving. And there should be a balance, because if you don't care about your health, you will spend tremendous amounts of wealth to recoup the little health that you have. Very, very good point. Big cheese, exactly, Dr. Joe. Let's have a look. Get lobster or lobster. What criteria do you use to select one rental property over the other in the same city, assuming rooms, beds, square footage, and price are identical? What criteria do I use to select a rental property over the other? Assuming that they're in the same city. I think I go from neighborhoods. I think I would rather, if all things were equal, buy a house in a better neighborhood than another. And obviously, better is relative. But if you're more knowledgeable of that area, you probably know which is the more desirable areas. Better areas, you tend to attract better tenants. And when they come in, they tend to stay longer because it's a better area. So I think neighborhood or location is really important. Then the next thing is do the numbers. Do the numbers work in terms of your cash flow needs and also your profit potential? Does it work? And can you add more bedrooms? I think that's important. That depends obviously on the square footage of the house and other amenities of the property. But I think overall, what's more important to me, if all things were equal, I would definitely buy, if I had to, buy a house in better areas. I'd rather buy fewer better area houses than lots of borderline houses. I've looked at my portfolio, and that's one thing I've realized is yes, it costs more, but over the long haul, it's just better to buy in better areas. Hopefully that helps. Big Cheese, looking to purchase my first real estate investment property in 90 days. Fantastic. Congratulations. I want to invest in Section 8. Do you offer mentoring or a course? I will be offering another course on Section 8. I'm not too sure when it's going to be, but please listen out, and I will do my best I can to keep you up. Not sure if it's my Wi-Fi. It's not your Wi-Fi. The problem was my side. So I apologize for all those people who lost connection and with me. And technology. It is what it is. So I apologize. And hopefully next week will be a better session without too many technical problems. So with that said and done, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. And I'll speak to you next Wednesday. And have yourself a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, be grateful for what you have. As the saying goes, there's always somebody somewhere who would love to be in your shoes. Life sometimes gives us curveballs, setbacks, disappointments. It's okay. The other people that don't have setbacks and disappointments are people who are in the cemetery and they're dead. So as long as you're alive, you're going to have problems. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have curveballs. It's just the way it is. And the question is not so much will it happen, it's what are you going to do when it does happen? And that's, I think, is really, really important. But in the meantime, be grateful for what you have. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be in, where you are. And the opportunities are definitely endless. And I think that we all can take advantage of these opportunities and also make money, but also make a difference in other people's lives. So with that said and done, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Happy Thanksgiving. Getting ready to eat. And I'll do some live streams tomorrow. Just kind of give you up to date on what I'm up to during Thanksgiving Day. So that's the end of my friends. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye for now.